BRB, just gotta get my entire ass back out of here. Alright, well that was a quicker process than it was before. Goofy little dice. Mostly still can't afford stuff right now. I'll take pre-war money. Pre-war money's worth something. Eh. Exploding collar.
Hurry, we're targets out here.
Hurry, we're targets out here. You're not coming with me. It's a lot of jars of cloud residue. I've only found a third of them. I'm underachieving. Everyone's gonna laugh at me. Okay, now I especially do not need to fight anyone. I'm already cleared to leave. If I could just find the door back out. And I believe that's it. I feel like they keep leaving new ones, right? I feel like I already cleared these and I keep coming back to the same fountains and there's suddenly one new one, but I could be wrong. But it makes you kind of wonder if there's some kind of like ritual going on. Like, are the ghosts periodically leaving a new one behind? Alright, buddy, you said not to leave you alone.
Didn't think much of our chances. Now I'm thinking I was wrong. What's the next step?
Think we should travel together.
Strike up the band. Domino's back in town.
Unclean living. This perk grants you a short period of time before taking damage instead of toxic cloud and will reduce the amount of damage taken inside by 25%. That first part's a big boost. That first part means we get to skip the damage altogether if we go fast enough. Much like the... I was gonna say much like the threat of exploding, but no. Exploding's really all or nothing.
Sinclair's little gifts lasted longer than he did. If you need food, stims, put in a chip. Hold out your hand.
You don't exactly take beep damage.
Let's head through the hole in the wall there. If we go backstage, we avoid the locals.
Okay. So so this takes place in the same location. So here, the dead money jumpsuit. Here, the effort I put in up until now pays off.
Over the years, even without cars or factories.
Anything I killed got taken out. Special orders. Those vending machines are something else. Got codes in today, so we don't need the demolition charges, or even more tool orders. Use those things at the vending machines, it unlocks construction equipment. Even demolition charges and repair kits. Junk food is food. Junk food is such a weird item to me just because junk food is just not a specific type of food. It's saying to go back this way, so I guess I don't want to go there. Now it's saying to go back in there, god damn it. It's so frustrating when Fallout and Oblivion and Elder Scrolls compass waypoints start looping on themselves and you're like, what does that mean? It said not to go this way, but now going this way it does go forward? Okay, whatever.
I am all about keeping low in this section of town. Going to need a hand. It's a trick. Relax. Of course. It is getting too cold.
I prefer not to be exploded. Is that guy gonna have a bomb? Seems like no. That guy does. Those guys suck for melee. Oh.
Sure he's dead.
Chopped him up.
Poke him with a stick or something.
Oh, this guy's still hopping around with his bomb. Whoop. Whew. Seems like we're going this way.
Going to need a hand here. Song and dance.
Ow, my head. What even hit me? Rude. Oh, did I actually level? It's been a while. Those are becoming infrequent. So we have melee weapons. I think I want to do medicine. I love the perk system, but I don't like sorting through them all. Alright, let's do the big read again. Bonus against mutated animals. It's like it's okay. Oh, I know it's critical damage, so it's trash. A special perk sounds pointless. Straight people. Eating bad stuff for you. Magazines. Maybe we should read from the bottom. Tag! Get a 4th skill to be a tag skill, which instantly raises it by 15 points. That's just 1 level of points, though. That's not worth much. Limbs only receive half the damage they normally would. That is not bad, given how much it's happening. Your martial might is truly legendary. You do a large amount of additional damage through enemy blocks with all melee weapons. When has... I want to have the cool big boy strength skills, but who the fuck blocks? When do I ever get blocked in combat? That doesn't seem relevant to basically any of my experience. 30 additional hit points. I don't know how many hit points I normally have. That could be good. Heavy weapons way less. That's just kind of a convenience thing. More self-healing. Getting a level stupid. Crit is not relevant to my build. You've had enough of the so-called authorities pushing you around. Gain 2 damage threshold and 5 critical strike chance against anyone wearing faction armor of the NCR Legion or Brotherhood. Well, this is all ultimately going to be building towards a battle involving the NCR and the Legion, right? So that seems like an obviously powerful thing. Animal Friend 2. Have them coming to my aid in combat would be nice, but I feel like they don't actually show up very often. As fun as that kind of is. Cannot be knocked down in combat. I keep wondering this, like, do monsters count as melee attacks? More toughness is obviously useful. I think I'm gonna go for Fight the Power. Damage threshold bonus against against the Legion is obviously helpful. Irradiated Scotch. Okay. You know what? Maybe I don't need that one. Oops, Med-X. Oh, bullets. I accidentally double-clicked. I feel like I haven't leveled up in so long. This is like wild to have it happen again suddenly. Oh, head injury. Head injuries suck. I think I've got stuff for that specifically. I don't know why I said that specifically. I just have the doctor's bag. I've been making a point to buy the stuff for repairing limbs because keeping myself going is like a primary obstacle here.
You know, this used to be a nice town. Well, nice enough.
And was it a nice town? Buddy? Sexy sleepwear.
You're at the gold scaler area. Now make him stay.
So, this is where I'm supposed to put on the show. Played better venues, let me tell you. What's that there? Wiring? Looks like it's tied to the sound system in the villa. Except for that snipped section there. So, what? I stand here, hold the two ends in my hands and tap them together like cymbals?
That's the plan. Are you gonna be able to do it safely?
Well, safely? Around here, that word doesn't come cheap. Look, I strike up the speaker system. There's going to be ghosts all over this place. Any change in the sounds around here? The ghost people are not big on talking. They are big on listening, hunting, killing. More vicious than music critics, trust me.
If I clear out the ghost people in the area, will you change your mind?
No, you want to know why? Because there's more beneath the streets, in the buildings, and no, everywhere else. They hear anything out of the ordinary, especially music screaming through the speakers when I close the connection. They'll be here fast.
What if I can guarantee they won't come into the courtyard below?
Yeah? And how can you guarantee that? I'm not waiting here alone, trust me. I mean, if I had a few of those holograms, or a few hundred surrounding me, maybe. I'd settle for 2, enough to cover a quick exit.
Let me hunt around. Maybe there's something I can do to protect the area.
You can look all you want. I still feel safer with a pair of hologram escorts to make it through the area.
That's what I was saying, basically, is to figure out how to solve your problem. Are you still following me, or are you staying here? Okay. Couple things. One, if the electricity is arcing like that, wouldn't it be powering the speakers sometimes a bit or something? I get that it's environmental storytelling a bit. They're trying to visually show you the thing. But the fact that they're so close that they're arcing electricity between each other makes me question stuff a little bit. You know? I must be able to find something around here that'll help out. Activate hologram. That's a start. There's one. It seems like this will be easy enough then.
Getting real tired of tourist season. No offense, but you guys are lowering the bar.
I think I needed to stay up there. And skirt the rooftops all the way around. Should be easy enough to make him happy at this rate. Okay, going the other way. For me, I'm just kind of wondering if there'll be like a twist.
Sierra Madre may wait, not me.
And I don't mean betrayal. Betrayal is a pretty common outcome of this kind of scenario. What I find interesting is like that is so obviously set up for just a guy to do something in a trust exercise. Like everybody wait in these locations. Like in this specific example, this guy just has to hold these two wires together that are weirdly, conveniently already set up to be just right there, and all they have to do is be held together, and it's that simple. It's just such a simple setup of trust me and stay here and this will all work out. Like, it feels like this is all, like, a test of, like, the human spirit. Can you get all these people to trust each other without turning on each other? And if they just don't turn on each other, then that's, like, a victory already. And then you win and get to get out of here, basically.
Well, let's steal.
Said 71 throwing spears. Damn. Oh, I meant to be on the ammo tab. Just give them the ammo. They just don't need ammos. I said ammos with an S just now.
Let's steal.
Did I just give him my helmet? No. Dean's tuxedo, +5 speech. It's an okay tuxedo. Charming in its obliteratedness. Yeah, like, is the old man just doing a social experiment over and over again just to see if just once these series of people he sends in can go in without turning on each other? Well, goodbye game. This DLC's struggling. I didn't even get an error message that time, the game's just gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye video game. I'm still here, so I'm not that far off. Didn't really find much to do here. Let's try going back outside, and this time you won't crash. Good job. Okay, let's check the map. Okay, so my objective is right there? In that building. So maybe I just go on the ground floor? Doesn't seem like it. Nope, this is the exact thing that came up a minute ago. So that's where I need to go, which means I need to go that way. So in here... Oh, I haven't been in here before. A lot of these buildings just look so similar that I can't tell they're new.
Getting real tired of tourist season. No offense, but you guys are lowering the bar.
Very rude of you. That door doesn't open. Let's see. I have a number of things just to get rid of right here. The lingerie and whatnot. I'm picking up all the sexy clothes and whatnot because they're worth something here. Hollow rifle reinforced components. Eh. It's 100 out of 150, is that what it says? I guess it's saying that I have 152 out of the 100 it requires, but I feel like the more correct fraction is it should say 100 out of 152 because it costs 100 out of 152. I think that's a more correct setup. I'm doing okay. I haven't really needed the weapon repair kit, so I haven't been buying any more of those. Stim packs make more sense. Gotta get through my health stuff. I feel like every now and then someone rips their hair out in the comments like, "Oh my god, what are you doing? You're selling a unique weapon! How could you?" Why? Why would I care? Okay. It's like, I get that they might have be like, some of them might be like wacky and funny or something, but like, I use melee weapons. Why would I care about unique guns? But also, like, at the end of the day, no matter how many guns you get in a game like this, ultimately there's like usually like one that's actually good for your build, and everything else is basically a waste. It's kind of the collective issue with games like this, just in general. So it's like why do I want to clutter my inventory with every single unique weapon? Like I understand that on some level people compulsively want to keep them, because if they lose them, then they're like, it's like they're gone forever in their playthrough, and they're like trying to collect every single unique thing in their playthrough or something, and like do every achievement and complete every quest and so on. But all you're talking about is like maybe there's better arguments for why to have them than because people haven't actually ever said why they care so much. They just keep freaking out every time I get rid of any unique thing, and half the time I literally am just clearing out my inventory and just trying to move on with my life, so I'm not even paying that close of attention, so I don't even remember what the unique things are half the time. But like, as far as I can tell, people are at most basically like looking to like create like, it's like a pop figure collection, but like the worst kind. An imaginary digital pop figure collection. It's just like, they're not gonna help your build or your playthrough. You just want to have every unique weapon at once in like a box somewhere, even though you probably won't use most of them anyway, is, as far as I can tell, basically what people are going for. And it's like, that seems kind of pointless. But like, you can do what you want in your free time, but this is a let's play where I'm ultimately just like, I'm doing a playthrough for the sake of the videos, and then that's the beginning and end of me playing the game, realistically. Not to say that it's like, I'm like dismissive of the game and it's disposable and I don't care about it or anything, but it's like, all that matters is the items I'm going to use in the playthrough. Everything else is just other items that exist, I guess. And, you know, you can choose to care about them on your level, but for me, they're only really valuable either in how they help my build or how much I can make from selling them or something. I do, in chunks of this playthrough, underutilize, and I'm getting better at it, I underutilize the other party members' inventories, but that part is more like me being like, okay, I'm already spending so much time dealing with my inventory, do I want to add another character's inventory to this? But I also just, for large chunks of the game, just kind of forget the idea that like, oh right, you have to deal with your party members' like gear setup. They aren't just like a fully functional dude that just runs around on their own, basically. But also the game's not challenging enough that I usually need to worry about my partner's gear anyway. I'm usually doing fine. And they just get back up. A flickering hologram stares at you expectantly. Yeah, I think I can buy. Right, this is the guy I can't buy anything from, I believe. Oh, I can. Maybe people were yelling at me earlier. Oh well. I thought I tried sending items back and forth and I couldn't get like a proper number to happen. Because he becomes 0. Oopsie. I guess that's the idea, okay. It confusingly becomes 0, but only in one direction. But the other direction lists the caps number, even though both of us don't have caps, so neither of us have caps to give. So it should never say 0. It should always say this amount, and then just say, you can't afford that though, because you don't have money. It's whatever. But it threw me off when it said 0, despite things being in exchange, because that told me that the exchange wouldn't happen. Doop doop. But yeah, the variety of melee weapons that can be good for my build, and potentially ones that might be good for alternate weapons in case of unkillable enemies or something, those stand out to me. But like, a wacky laser gun when I don't use laser guns matters way less to me. Because that kind of weapon only amounts to being a thing I can hand to an NPC. And then even if it is the best weapon for that NPC, they'll only use it sometimes because I'm also swapping which party members I have throughout. Like, I guess the hollow rifle's a unique weapon, but I'm like, but I'll never use it, so... Does it really matter that the hollow rifle's a unique weapon? In your playthrough, maybe. But I don't see why other people have to care about it. Activate hologram. I'm a stabby boy with my stabby knife.
Didn't think much of our chances. Now I'm thinking I was wrong. What's the next step?
Both holograms are on now. It's safe for you to get to your position.
You powered the holograms up? Well...
You were there.
Yeah, that's pretty good protection. Sure worked at the fountain. Vera kept the ghost people away. But, how do I know the power won't suddenly go out? And, I don't know, this still sounds risky to me. For me.
Vera's stayed powered up since the bombs fell. Those holograms will too.
Well, yeah. You got a point. All right, look, if the holograms are here to keep me company, then I don't mind staying here for a while. But listen, when this thing goes off, try and get into the Sierra Madre without me. You'll wish you hadn't.
The bell tower. That's where you'll trigger the Gale event. It's a ways up. I'm sure you'll find a way to climb up there.
Everyone gives your stuff back immediately. He just walked right off. That's funny. Get rid of a lot of those. There we go. Once again, just have way too many spears. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doop. To be clear, I'm not trying to sound like argumentative or defensive or whatever. It's just that the I've seen it come up enough in the comments. And I'm like, I guess I should bring this up. I'm like, yeah, like I'm not. There's probably been a couple times where I've sold off a unique item and didn't even register that, but it's because I just don't. It just doesn't matter. In my Outer Worlds playthrough, it crashed again. Holy shit! I'm getting ready to get out of this zone and whatever's going on here. That's one good thing I'm saving a lot. If you're wondering, the slideshow of images is just something that I have set up to just run whenever the game OBS doesn't have a thing to record. It just defaults back to that. Thankfully, modern computer means I can load this real fast. Honestly, with how infamous New Vegas can be for this stuff, both at launch and just on modern consoles, or modern hardware, I'm sorry, I'm a little surprised it hasn't had more problems, honestly. This has been running like a dream for a game that's famous for not doing so, but I do have a giant pile of mods where the original goal of doing said mods was to specifically fix that. Like, I know that I did group in some, like, a couple of minor cosmetic ones and some that, like, spiff up the game balance and do some other funny stuff. Like a director's cut mod and stuff. But I also, very specifically, the original goal was just to do every mod I needed that could possibly make the game just run properly and perfectly all the time. So it's not that surprising that it's been working, but damn, it really has worked. I don't remember. I feel like I've maybe only crashed once or twice the entire playthrough, but this zone, it's struggling. It's loading gates though, so at least it seems to be so far, if I remember correctly. So if I just save before every door real quick, we're probably fine anyway. Might be following the compass a little too religiously here. Yeah, I don't think going up here is helpful right now. We're back in the bomb zone. A little remarkable how lost I get. It's a very samey level, which is, I think, by design to some extent, but damn, where am I? But I'm really, now that I have a knife especially, and it's one of the primary items they give me, it is remarkable to me how much this zone consistently resembles... How much the zone consistently resembles Pathologic. It does not recreate the gameplay systems of Pathologic, though, really. That's too bad. So the comparison is not entirely to its benefit. Because Pathologic's a hardcore survival game with a lot of different systems you're trying to balance at once, and like a lot of meters are all going down at once, and different things that you really need to manage in order to keep them going. No, not steady. More stim packs, please. I could play on a higher difficulty, I guess, but besides that, I am playing on hardcore, and it doesn't amount to... Where is it? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can I even hit him? Is it even working? Let's find out. Yet? Okay, in VATS it works. Did that achievement just say you don't belong in this world? Like a reference to Symphony of the Night? Okay, I must have been throwing them wrong or something, or maybe I'm just better in VATS. But damn. Taking them out. How weird is it to see me using a ranged weapon of any kind at this point? Okay, so he was still alive. Stop looting them. There we go. No more of him. Boom. There's even the ladder still there, which almost feels like it suggests that he died planting, oh, not duct tape. It almost seems to suggest that he died placing that. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Which would be a bad time for him. Am I here? I forgot to save before opening that door. Well, alright. We're on our way to our destination. I think it might be time for the final act, or whatever you call the next part of the structure of this DLC.